Hey there, it's Monica Brooks, and welcome back to the podcast. Today, I want to talk about something that I think most of us deal with, but maybe we don't say it out loud enough, and that is disliking someone. Not getting along with someone, feeling bothered, having tension, or being frustrated by how they act, what they say, or how they made us feel. Now, I'm no expert, but I feel like that's a pretty normal statement I could say about most people because we're human and we're not going to connect with everyone and we're not going to enjoy everyone's personality. And I think that's important to say because sometimes people act like the goal is to like everyone and to get along with everyone, but that is not realistic. Even coming from someone like me, who is a recovering people pleaser, I realize that not everyone is going to like me either. But I want to talk to you today about the cost, what it costs us when we stay stuck in that emotion. So, if you're ready, let's get started. Welcome to the Becoming a Better You podcast. My name is Monica Brooks, and I'm a self improvement enthusiast who is eager to share tips and strategies to help you become the best version of yourself. As an inspirational speaker who transitioned from a corporate career, I'm here to guide you on your journey towards enhancing your overall human experience. If you're ready to take the first step towards becoming the best version of yourself, then you're in the right place. Let's get started. Now, I can't talk about this without going back to my early 20s. And there was this girl that I knew, and we'll call her Kelly. And I just didn't like her at all. Like, I saw her coming and I just went the other way. When I look back on it, I think she was just really annoying. And I didn't like how annoying she was. And I remember once she called my sister Jenny, and I was like, nobody calls her Jenny. Like, who are you? Like, and I was just really annoyed. Like, just say her name, and I would get a feeling like, yeah, I don't like her. Well, fast forward a little bit, and I remember the day I found out that she had died in a car accident. And I remember thinking and regretting everything I felt about her because it didn't even matter. Like, what was the point of not liking her when she was just her happy little self? And I think about those things sometimes when I think about, is disliking someone worth my energy? Is being disliked worth my energy of feeling that I need to somehow make everybody like me? Also, as a cancer survivor, I don't have time to dislike people and spend my time holding grudges, talking bad about people, criticizing people, or judging people. My time is limited, and that is the last thing I want to spend my time doing. So let's back up. Let's talk about the cost of disliking someone and not just disliking them, but you're holding a grudge, right? Like they have done something when you see them somewhere, or maybe someone brings them up, you immediately get a distaste in your mouth. Now, as I mentioned before, we all are going to dislike people. That's just how it is. Maybe someone has done something to us. Maybe they have hurt us intentionally. Um, I say that because I am no expert in anything related to therapy or science. I'm just sharing a perspective. So take your situation. If someone came to mind, use it however you want to. If you think this is just not going to apply or it doesn't apply, totally fine, not hurting my feelings. You can dislike me also. um, but here's how I look at this. I see my life in every day. I don't know the exact count, like it varies, but like humans can have, let's say, 6,000 thoughts a day. I look at my thoughts and my ability to have 6,000 thoughts a day. I look at that as a currency. Okay, because in my bank, I only have so much money to spend. I only have so many thoughts in a day. Like I can only have so many thoughts in a day. So, how I spend my money, my limited amount of money, is what I'm going to get in return. So, if I want to spend it on a really good cup of coffee, I'm going to get a really good cup of coffee in return. If I spend it on something that doesn't feel good, tastes bad, that's what I'm getting, right? So, my thoughts are the same way. How I think about something, this limited amount of thoughts I have in a day, how I think about it is what I'm going to get in return. So, if there is someone I don't like, what am I going to get in return? I'm going to get the feelings. I'm going to get the feelings of being disliked, right? Because I'm the one experiencing that. When I dislike someone and spend my energy, my currency talking about them, holding a grudge, gossiping, any type of negative feeling, they are not feeling that. You are. That is the actual cost, is you're actually doing the damage to yourself. I share this with you from my own experience when I may know someone is like holding a grudge against me in some way. And I really want to tell them, like, stop wasting your time. Like, you and I could be gone tomorrow, you could be gone tomorrow. And what are you left with? Just as much as I felt for Ellie, I was left with regret. Like, why was I even wasting my time, my energy, my currency on something that never really was impactful in my life? So there's a cost, not to necessarily disliking someone, again, normal, but when we swirl in that emotion and we continue to hold a grudge. Now, there's a question I ask audiences. There's three questions when it comes down to working through emotions. Again, not an expert. These are just questions I ask myself. The first one is, how long do I want to swirl in this emotion? Because that's what it feels like to me. It feels like a very dark cloud when I feel a certain way towards someone. How long do I want to talk about it? You can repeat the same story over and over and over again. Your brain knows you're repeating it, but your body does not. Your body is stuck in the emotion, and it's bringing all of those feelings right back to you. The third question is, how long do I want to feel this way? So that is up to you. No one can make you upset or mad or angry or irritated without your permission. Let me back up. There are times when I do get upset, mad, angry, irritable, and I acknowledge the feeling, but I just let it pass through me. I have to let it go. I have to ask myself, how long do I want to feel this way? Because ultimately, it's up to me. My feelings come from my thoughts. And who has control over your thoughts? You do. That's where the currency comes into play. That is the cost. That is the exchange we're making every single day. What do we want to do about it? The longer that we hold on to what is weighing us down, the harder it is to show up fully as ourselves. And that's what we want to do. We don't want this negative feeling to like hang over us. Moving past the emotion does not mean that what happened was okay. It doesn't mean that you're denying what happened. It doesn't mean you're pretending someone didn't hurt you. It doesn't mean you're excusing their behavior, because people are going to hurt us. And even though, like, I've talked before with people on my Instagram, I'm like, nothing's personal. Like, nothing is personal. But I've learned that it cannot be personal and still hurt. People can still hurt us, but it's up to us how long we want to feel hurt. And ultimately, we're the ones living with the hurt, not the other person. We're the ones carrying that. And let me tell you, it is heavy. One of the reasons I think this matters so much to me is because of having cancer and realizing how quickly your life changes. And yes, we know life is short, it goes by quickly, but things can change in an instant. It's sobering to think about how much of our limited time and energy can get tied up in people. So, the cost of disliking someone, it's expensive because it's stealing your peace. It can be draining your joy and making life feel heavier than it really needs to. So ask yourself these questions. What do I want to feel like? What do I need to let go of? What's actually worth my attention? Like the girl I mentioned, Kelly, like that was not worth my attention. Like it didn't even matter. Like whether I liked her or not at the end until she died suddenly. And I was like, I cannot believe I felt so negatively about her. And she was only in her 20s. And just any death is heavy, but like someone so young and so full of life. And I regret that to this day that I even had those feelings. Like, what a waste of my time to feel so negatively about her. So, at the end of the day, not liking someone, that is just going to be a part of life. But staying stuck, that is real. The real cost comes in. It's going to cost you your peace, your energy, staying present, your joy. And most of the time, we are the ones that are going to pay the price, not them. My hope for you at the end of this podcast, at the end of this episode, is that you pay attention to your currency, to the thoughts in your head and how you're spending them each day, knowing how I spend that is exactly what I'm going to get in return. And at the end of the day, at the end of our lives, we have truly become a better version of ourselves. That's it for today. Until next time.